the caboose. She bite her lip when I slide in her cooch. Knock boots, knock her walls loose. I make her cream, then I swim in her juice. Throw it back, she thicker than some picnics. Took it to the house, call it pick six. Took it to the house, no hoop court. Booty call like Lil' Kim and Too Short.
That you want it, I want it on everything. Every time you call it, early morning, I'm on one on everything. Love it when you bounce back and you look back while you throw that thing on me. When you poke that out, throw your back out when you throw that thing on me. Yeah.
Throw it back at him every time he asks. Can never do better, say he love my ass. Been a go-getter, make the dick stack. We both been cheddar, blowing it like cash. Tell him, give me that, shimmy smack, make him nut fast. He be laying back, kitty grass, ride him till he crash. She be looking fast, gritty sass, sweating out our past. Want a rematch from the ass, shooting off like blast. We be winding, we be grinding, he be sliding, I be riding. Can't nobody do it quite like me. Make him stand tall like Scotty. Coming all over my body, and we ain't stopping till the morning.
Telling me you want it, that you want it, I want it on everything. Every time you call it, early morning, I'm on one on everything. Love it when you bounce back and you look back while you throw that thing on me. When you poke that out, blow your back out when you throw that thing on me. Yeah.
Beat that like an egg, speed it up like a rice, eat it up, eat that like a cake, beat it up, beat that like a cake, speed it up, beat that like an egg, speed it up like a rice, eat it up, eat that like a cake, beat it up, beat that like a cake.
The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste it. You ain't got no time.
Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house, and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count, second win, second nature. Found mine, never had my hands out, fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. We choke game, how to have a game show. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the main state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste, you ain't got no time to talk. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste, you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus some UNDEDOG, cause a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of vapor. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac knees, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac knees.
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Called out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? Fantasy football hustler back at you.
What's happening? Late night tube steak.
Let's get it. Tube steak smothered in underwear.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the peeps. Joe's in the house.
Let's go with it, Joe.
Doug's in the house on his food hype again.
Okay, what's he fucking with tonight? What you grubbing on?
No, he's the one always asking us to like eat a ghost chili pepper hot dog with like some pepper jack cheese on it. And whatever.
Listen, I'll give you $17. Eat an artifact, a dinosaur, or like a fossilized turd.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
He's like, listen, what are you gonna? I don't even know where to find a fossilized dinosaur turd.
Remember on the Chappelle show when they hit the
When he gets rich?
No, well, it was where they did like
he
the
marries
fake
Oprah?
ribs or whatever. Breast milk from a Cambodian.
Oh, when he was doing
Finest Cambodian breast milk.
Yeah. He drinks the shit. That's 100% pure Cambodian.
Remember, they do have the dinosaur egg though. This is the last remaining dinosaur egg on Earth. We're about to have an omelet. Boom! The shit is balling. We only eat omelets with 12 billion-year-old dinosaur eggs.
That motherfucker, he's gonna be shitting.
What up, Niner? He said, "Happy Saturday, y'all. Hope everybody's Thanksgiving was way lit. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Likewise, Niner.
Shout out to our man Peacock. J Phil, what up?
What's up, Phil?
All right, let's see. Charter threw in a couple. Let's see what he's got in here. All right. Team one RB and 2 flexes.
Okay.
I ran Gus Pacheco. It's Pacheco for that one for me.
Just one? Yeah.
For the RB, yeah.
You know, it's funny. Those 3 running backs have like the best matchups this week, and outside of Derrick Henry, obviously, but who has?
So we are going to get to start 3. How about that? So 1 RB, 2 flexes. So Kyren, Gus, Pacheco, Nico, Keenan Allen. Because I want to play both the wide receivers also, so it's like impossible to play everybody. I'll sit Kyren because of. I mean, what if they just don't give him close to 100% of the work? Like that's really what he needs. It's a good matchup, but that's why he was so dope, is because he was getting like everything.
Yeah, and they did let go of Henderson, and
it's Freeman and someone.
And then else. I heard they might even try to. They said they want to mix in all the backs they have.
Yeah, so they said before he got hurt, he was getting like 90% of the work. Mm-hmm. And they said they're going to try to give him a similar workload to that, but it might not equate to the same.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm not going to not start Keenan Allen.
Yeah. And I mean, I kind of want to start Nico over Gus and Kyren.
It's the Jags, right?
Yeah, for the Texans.
Yeah. And then it'll be Darius Williams on him, because obviously Tyson Campbell's their number 1 guy. He's gonna be hurt, or he's hurt right now. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
And Charter did say that Kincaid could be in the mix.
Because here's the thing: is
man, have those guys.
Okay, here, you ready for this? I looked this up, bro. They had 9 red zone carries. Not even red zone.
Who are you talking
about? Ravens.
Okay.
In the past 5 weeks, they've had 9 carries within the 5.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Gus Edwards
got them all.
He got them all, and he scored 8 touchdowns on them.
I mean, man, it's hard to say.
Yeah, but it's also what if you only get the touchdown, or you don't even get the touchdown? That's still a possibility. because he's not really getting tremendo work like that outside of the red zone.
But he does have a role, and that is his role.
Core touchdowns. He's the one guy that tells everybody that he knows, listen, bro, just don't even start nobody on that team but me, bro. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's wild because no matter what, if you're a defense and they get in there, you're still thinking about Lamar running in. Like, I mean, no one's tripping on Gus.
he just, and he's a big boy too. He's just plowing his way in that motherfucker.
I'm still going the same. Everywhere that I have Gus, I'm starting him. There's just no reason not to. But all those are 12 teamers. So, you know, Carter's a little bit stacked. That might be his 10 teamer.
Yep.
A little bit extra stacked. Who knows?
It's just that also, like, if there is a matchup where, like, you can get a short yardage carry, that'll still go to Gus Edwards. And that short yardage carry, no matter where you're at on the field, for real, that could rip off to a big one. Like, the Chargers are, like, the second worst. Guess what are they? They're, like, really bad.
We got a heckler in the crowd right now. some tall guy with a big ass head. He said the crew be shopping. You cannot stop the crew from shopping.
Shopping.
And it's our man Crispy.
Women be shopping.
It's our man Crispy.
Of course.
Hey, you not waiting for the punchline, brothers? He was getting hell of annoyed because he was just laughing at everything.
Hold on,
what a
brother.
DJ. That
you wanna what do you say? You wanna go toe to toe with Reggie? He takes the hat off.
Reggie, I heard of dreadlocks, but shitlocks? You kids go too far with the comedy. And so many people, I think, don't even realize that that's Dave Chappelle.
You know, I never knew that until, like, I knew who Dave Chappelle was. You know what I mean?
Right? Because who the fuck knew Dave Chappelle in 1996?
Yeah, and like, I mean, because he was already he started doing stand up like at 14. His mom used to take him to the club,
and he probably already did Def Jam by 1996, right?
He was like 18. He was like 18.
Yeah. But I don't remember everybody was on. Like, I remember seeing some episodes back then, you know, but I didn't see like every single episode or nothing. I did go down the rabbit hole a while ago because Amazon Prime has all the old school Def Jams.
1973, and is 50 years old.
Okay, so he's 50 right now. So, oh yeah, let's go do it right now. Let's just go carry real quick because you're not gonna come back down here. I'll be right back. I gotta carry. We had fucking the kids that we got on like a little kitchen thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's a grocery store. I'm sorry. And that shit just got delivered, but it's like a big ass box and it's like not covered. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Had the kids playing outside. We're just like, just don't draw attention to it. You know what I mean? Like,
and let's see. We got a couple more from Charter and Dylan. What up, bro? We'll be getting to you real shortly. Charter said team 2, 1 RB, 1 wide receiver. So let's see. Jacobs, Mixon, Pacheco, Kyren, gone Pacheco. And then 1 wide receiver out of Deontay Myers, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen for the wide receiver. And then 2 flexes out of Jacobs, Mixon, Kyren, Deontay, DJ Moore, and DJ Moore and Mixon. Let's go. And then Charter team 3, 2 RBs, Eckler, Swift, Pacheco, Walker, B-Rob. You can't do B-Rob. He already played. Come on, Charter. Don't be slacking. Can't be putting people in here who we're not going to choose from. But we're going to go Eckler and Pacheco. And then 2 wide receivers, Nico Pittman, AJ Brown and Keenan. Come on, man. We're not off of that. And then the flex, Swift, Kyren, Nico Pittman. I'm going to go Pittman in this one because I don't think they're going to be able to run at all. Devo in the house. What up, bro? Let's smoke it up, homie. I'm smoking on some Two-Face from the Growers Circle. It's like this crazy, got this crazy orange purple weed right here. It's insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. And let's see. Okay, nice. Dylan is DJ Duvernay. There we go. I always wonder, like, who is who, you know, because I know people, a lot of people have their real names on YouTube because it's like, that's like Google. What is this? Peacock watching the Blue Beetle with my kiddo actually better than expected so far. No idea what that is. Never heard of the Blue Beetle yet. Niner said Tim Boyle was my MVP so far. Not only did he throw an actual TD to Garrett Wilson, I know, right? We've been waiting for that. I had the Miami defense, and he had so many sacks and a pick six.
Oh, he actually threw a touchdown to Garrett Wilson?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. All right.
It was like right at the pretty much at the end of the game.
Oh, I thought they ruled it down because I was like, man, that was a touchdown. I thought okay.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, Garrett, he didn't do much besides that touchdown, but
yeah,
I mean, he he did a lot more than Zach Wilson did. You know, one game, one touchdown. That's all we can ask for.
That's 2 weeks in a row. I think he got saved like that. Oh no, he had 2 weeks of being blanked out. That's right.
Yeah. Practicing. Got a couple for y'all. Half PPR, Ridley or Flowers? Ridley for sure. I'm nervous about Flowers. Like he practices on Wednesday. They doesn't practice on Thursday. I mean, we could go check, but everything's been trending downward for him.
He was a full go, but then like he's still labeled. I don't think he's removed. Yeah, was he removed or?
I get last time I saw was earlier today, and he was still questionable.
Yeah, he was a full go Friday. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And what is this? Actison with the second one, Ingram or Njoku?
It's Ingram.
Yeah. Houston gives up a lot of booty to the tight end.
Yeah.
And then Singletary.
It could have had a lot to do with Denzel Perryman when he was healthy, because like Peacock would always point out like he's kind of been the reason like he's been getting burnt, and they did mad tighten up like in the past 2 weeks against the tight end. But
it's when you have, I mean,
still playing Ingram though, you know what I mean?
It's usually the same as like any team that has like really solid like corners. You know, you just go over the middle of the field instead of out wide.
Yeah, and the Brown, like I don't really want to fuck with the Broncos secondary like that. They've been pretty good.
And then the
tight end at least.
And then Singletary or James Cook for the RB here. I think I'm just gonna play the matchup, and I'm gonna go Singletary.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just kind of stay away from running backs against the Eagles. It doesn't work out like that.
Yeah.
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 It's not. They're not a fluky run defense. This is something they've been for like years.
Yeah, and I mean it's why also like they're giving up so much through the air is because like I think teams just abandon the run. I mean, and because they're good on offense too, so it's like all those things combined.
Yeah, and that's why they're always going to be in the league, like top sack totalers but and their secondary is getting burnt too.
Yeah, I mean, you got injuries out there. You know, shit's gonna happen. And JJ hitting him with the fuck Tony.
Man, fuck Tony.
All right, here goes Dylan's. He said, got a couple trade offers to move Stroud or Mixon for Love, Swift, Laporta. Good move. No, I'd rather have Stroud. And then the Swift, Laporta, depends on how bad your tight end.
It's funny, too, especially like, see, that person is trying to move. He just saw his players and Jordan Love and Laporta like do well. So he's trying to move them right before even he's trying to get it before, let's just get it agreed upon, and then before the tomorrow's game starts, because CJ Stroud balls again, like no one, I mean, I don't even know why he's even considering this now.
Yeah,
like, I would want more. Like
I really don't like making trades for people who played, and I'm putting in players that haven't played. I'd rather if I can't get the trade to go through, like when I'm making the trade,
I need to play them.
Wait.
Yeah, I need to play them. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like then you gotta hope, like, all right, well, now that I traded CJ Stroud, but I'm playing him, if he gets hurt, at least I traded him. Like, that doesn't always work out like that.
Niner said Godwin or Gabe Davis. Said after Gabe's string of bad games, maybe he's due. I mean, it's the Eagles, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what it is with Gabe and like these teams, like just like shutting him down. Like, why is he so easy to shut down?
It is kind of crazy though, because like they really gotta. If MVS doesn't drop that last week, it's just gonna show everyone this how the Eagles been getting got all year long.
Yeah,
like what I mean, they're getting got by splash plays down the field, but it's just like they still got to connect that's basically what Gabe Davis is. You know what I mean? Especially at this point with Kincaid becoming a thing, because now like it's like him and Diggs underneath, and then he has to, obviously Diggs, he takes down the field as well. So it's not like Gabe Davis is exclusive to these targets.
And Big Drums said, "I'm new. I don't know what to do. Download Twitch just for this." Yeah, so just download Twitch, and because most people are going to be on Twitch versus YouTube now for the shows, because all the watch parties that we do for like the actual games and stuff, we're going to be just on Twitch. You can become a member on Twitch like we used to have on YouTube, where you get the membership badge, and you'll see that on different people's profiles, like Peacock right there.
And what was in this case though, man? Like I want to say Godwin, but like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say Godwin here. It's just like this feels like a Gabe Davis game, but at the same time, even
Colts give up a lot of booty too.
Yeah, exactly. On the regular, like,
but I'm Daniel Berry.
Kenny Moore is going to be the guy that'll be on Godwin every time he's in the slot, but it's not like Godwin's always in the slot. And like Kenny Moore's just good with tackles. It's not like he's going to
he's not
never let this guy catch the ball ever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's not a shutdown corner.
No, fuck no.
It is nice when he gets 2 INTs for touchdowns and shit.
I hope not this week. I have a guy I'm playing them against me in a big spot here. Shit, fucking Kenny Moore.
I mean, he was already like he shouldn't have been sat before that, but I think like since that it's like nobody's sitting him at all anymore. He kind of had a whatever game last week too. And let me see, full PPR. I need 2: Gus Edwards, James Conner, Chris Godwin, Khalil Herbert. I'm playing Gus out of all these guys. Man, I mean, I'm kind of leaning Godwin over Connor. I think Khalil Herbert would be like the 4th out of all these guys for me.
Yeah, we had to pick 2. Yeah, it's Godwin and Gus.
The Gus bus.
They haven't been throwing the ball at James Conner at all. And like, this is a team that like they get behind. They've been getting behind in games. You know what I mean?
Has Kyler even notoriously thrown it to the running back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not notorious. I don't know what you mean by notorious. Like
if we think of Kyler, is he a guy who will check it down often?
It's with James Conner like being there. Yeah, he was the guy. Like, look at James Conner. He has like what 35 plus receptions those first 2 years, right? Something like that.
Let's see.
I might be a little exaggerating because I know he missed some time, but yeah, he was because he was getting it all. You know what
I mean? 46 last year, 37 the year before.
Yep. So 35. Okay, so it was 37.
I mean, 37 is. I mean, that's like 2. That's like 2 a game. I mean, it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. He's not even getting that.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And even when you go back to like,
I mean, he did get 2 receptions, like literally, like this past week, but the week before that he didn't get any, and then you even go back to like. You got to go back to week 5 when you had 5 receptions. Outside of that, it's either been...
Who were they playing that game? Was that the Cowboys game?
Washington,
okay.
I mean, that was just a game they were kind of all doing whatever they wanted.
Wait, hold on.
They caught them by surprise week 1. They lost still.
Oh, week 1. You said week 5. Okay.
No. Week 1, he had 5 receptions.
Yeah. I was going to say, that was the only time I could think about. I was like, okay, yeah, Washington for sure.
Yeah, because other than that, he has 10 on the entire season. I mean, I know he missed 4 games, but he still played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He still played 7 games
out of 10 so far, or out of 11. They haven't had their bye week yet. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing too. Is like, man, like, if you look at what Arizona tried to do right out the gate last week, what did they do? They bombed it to fucking Rondale Moore. They got up on the board.
Yeah.
They need to score points. They don't have a luxury of like running the ball. Their line's not good. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Niner MMA.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
The Rock says. Man, I can't wait till the off season. We've already talked about getting a wrestling podcast going. Doing it like once a week and really like committing to it, and like doing like watch parties and watching the old school Raw episodes and shit like that. Like
I mean,
that's where the gold is like those
Well, I want-
old school Raws.
What we gotta do is, bro, is like just find story arcs that we want to fuck with.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I would love to do, you know, one of my favorite rivalries was the Bret Hart Stone Cold one, because that one's low key people, and that was when like
Stone Cold series was today, might even still be going on right now. Pretty whack though, you know. But I'm put it on and see if it's
the rivalry series.
No. Survivor series is
it's on. Oh yeah,
today. It might be on right now. I think it started at 5. Let me go check.
The wax says.
Let's go check Peacock.
He said, he said, you know, we just want you to always smile, just always smile. And then like The Rock goes, you know, I never really understood it. And then one day Vince pulls him to the side, like after, because you know he's out there getting beat, and he's still smiling, right? And then Vince was like, I want you to always smile. It shows the boys that you're grateful, because they're giving him a push, but then when like all of a sudden they start booing him. You know what I mean? And
yeah, like everyone, he's getting
the Rocky sucks chance, right? And so like he goes back
he
there
did suck then. Like his character was
Yeah.
garbage. He had no personality.
None. And
No
they're trying to
crazy
like
moves
make
or
him
anything.
smile all the time. So it's like incredibly disingenuous,
He looked
right?
stupid when he came out there at Survivor Series when he's smiling and doing the circles. Like, I mean, I know he's hella hyped, but that's what they told him to do, right? Just like hella smile when you go out there. You're the blue chipper, and like all that whatever bullshit.
Yeah, like first third generation wrestler. And then the motherfucking what does he do?
And the War Games is going on right now, huh? Yeah, War Games is going on right now. So War Games it's the 2 rings next to each other, like combined. There's like literally like a 2.
So there's ropes in the middle of the 2 rings. Like,
I mean it's 2 separate rings.
Okay,
but there's like a connector for the ring, so it's not like there's like, you know, a hole that they could fall through or anything. And there's
so
maybe 3 feet in between each set of ropes, maybe 3 feet.
Oh, okay.
And then it's surrounded by a huge cage, so it's almost like a Hell in the Cell with 2 rings.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, give or take. I mean, that's what it
How do
looks
you
like.
win this?
And everybody doesn't the same way you win Hell in the Cell, pinfall, you know, submission. I don't think it's like you got to win by some kind of pinfall or submission. I don't think it's exiting.
Well, because I'm trying to remember the original War Games. Wasn't it like similar to like Royal Rumble?
Well, yeah. So I mean, right now, like Cody Rhodes,
right?
Like Cody Rhodes, like literally just came out of one of the cages or whatever, you know, like so. Yeah, everybody doesn't start in. It's almost like what's the one that happens in February? The Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, so I guess kind of similar to that.
You ever see the story that Undertaker told?
Which one?
When he got burnt up.
Oh, yeah.
So he's, you know, what's crazy too is like, he was gonna do like the sleeveless joint, like the sleeveless like trench coat thing when he walks out. Yeah, and one of the dudes was like, he was like, yeah, man. He was like, man, you should really go out with the fucking long sleeve one. That one's badass. And he's like, you know, you're right. So he puts the long sleeve one on, and then the pyro guy, he said in rehearsal, because like they actually have rehearsal for like the elimination, you know, just kind of the big, like a big walkthrough, I guess. And then so he's talking to the pyro guy when he's watching it. He's like, hey man, you know, that thing, you know what I'm saying? And they only got so many shots at it because it's like expensive, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, you know, we're only gonna get one shot at this. You know, I think I'm getting too close to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, you'll be fine. And he lights him up, bro.
Yeah.
He lit his whole shit up, but he was wearing the whole leather get up, but it still got up on like his whole side. I mean, actually, what did he end up wearing the sleeveless ones? I forget, but he was fucked up. And so he had to wait like still like another however many minutes, 30 20 minutes, something like that, in the cage.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's in there and he just telling him, give me more bottles of water. He's just throwing water on him because he's cooked. And like, damn, bro, he's still with that wrestling.
Like, see, that's what's crazy, you know? Like, I mean, just even that, like, I hope we got a big ass bonus for like some shit like that, you know? Like, probably didn't, and just doing what he does, like, the show must go on. Like,
he got the ultimate thank you. You know, Mark, just want to tell you, You know, in a day and age where no one gives a fuck about kayfabe, you are the dead man, or what would they say, right? Oh, the dead man, he had to exit because he got burned. You know what I mean? Like, he would, you know what I'm saying? And that fool, even like now, he's having a kick out of it now because he's all over the place, man. He's all like, all you do is see interviews with him on all kind of shit. It's kind of dope though.
Yeah.
What I like about him too is he's hella intact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like when he tells the stories,
he didn't do a bunch of drugs, and like his body may be fucked up, but his brain isn't fucked up.
And his style, but see, even like taking the bumps and like having to be dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, he didn't take a lot of bumps though. Like, well, he did. But
And
like,
he didn't. Well, he also, I think I know what you're looking for. He didn't sell. You mean?
Yeah, exactly.
He never sold for no one.
Yeah, he's delivering the punishment.
You know what I mean?
Usually,
So
not
it was
receiving it. Like he's not getting chair shots to the head. You know, like I mean, maybe when it was Austin or something, you know, but
when he started getting in the mix with Mankind,
then it started getting different.
Yeah, because then now it's like,
but that's still how many years in? Like for him, like what, 7 years in WWE at that point, 6 years in or something.
Yeah, and they don't talk about the year that like the 1 year he was like gone because they're playing the gimmick with the fake one, and then they brought. I think it was like Survivor Series '94.
Was that when he was in?
When they had Undertaker versus Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
He'd been gone for like a good amount of time, and then they had the fake Undertaker. You know,
he was injured. Was that why he was gone?
I don't know. I don't know why he was gone necessarily. Maybe it could be contractually or like, you know what I mean, something.
Probably not.
Could have been a long play story that they were doing too. We're gonna do Undertaker versus Undertaker. No one beats him. You know what I mean?
What up, Coach C? And yeah, probably wasn't contractually because none of those guys were getting paid shit back then, anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, there was some guys, you know what I mean, like obviously the Hogans of the world, but even then he got let go at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, listen, man, no, you out, bro. You know what I mean?
Really, what I mean, until WCW came along and like started paying motherfuckers like their guaranteed contracts and all that. Like,
I think even with WCW, right? What was crazy about it is like, because it was just like the Georgia Championship Wrestling, right? And then like, you know what I'm saying? They're being shown on cable. So you know what I mean? Like it was, even though they weren't as big as like a Monday Night Raw, because Monday Night Raw was on Monday and you had to compete with Monday Night Football. So it was, and you had to have cable. So like if you had cable,
well, it was after football though. Like I mean, it was.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true. That's true.
That this before
it used to be 9 o'clock. It used to be 9 o'clock. Yeah. You're right.
So it wasn't really
Smart.
With Monday Night Football. It was right after, right? As soon as it's over. All right, we got like a 20-minute break, and it's time for Monday Night Raw.
Right, and it was an hour. And then you know what's funny about them?
When did it even change to 2 hours?
It was the Raw when they're doing the Raw's War. Because
it wasn't until 97 that happened. Damn.
Yep. And then
long time.
And then they started doing the fucking the 3 hours to kill him. Once they killed him, and they were put the nail in the coffin. We added another hour.
It was totally too much too because
for real, he fucked it up. He's like, you know what we need 2 shows. Like we got 2 shows. Like no, but 2 separate shows now.
Because like Raw, like back when we were fucking, I mean, like junior high days and shit, and the Raw's War in 97, 98, 99, like every week you got left wanting more.
Mm-hmm.
Like they always got to leave on a good cliffhanger. Like with 3 hours, it's like, man, you're just accomplishing everything.
It would go it would go the literal longest they can go. Like it would be like 2 minutes or like a minute after the fucking 10 o'clock.
It had a couple times where it went like 10 minutes longer.
I swear to God, right? Okay, good. I didn't want to sound stupid. I'm like, I swear to God, there would be some shit that there was hella times, man. Like,
you think it's gonna end like any second and then it just keeps going somehow.
We just got word from the network. We're gonna keep this thing rolling.
It had to be a gangster ass match or something, and like some kind of rerun that nobody cared about.
Yeah, or for the sake of realism, he'd be like, "We're gonna make it where the runtime goes. Give me USA on the phone, right?" And you would buy that shit. You know what I mean? You could, you know what I mean? You could buy that spot.
Yeah,
a little fucking extra, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Because you're really just taking it away from the commercials. And if it's a syndicated show or if it's original programming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, shit. That was their biggest draw. That's really what built USA. What was USA before that? They show old movies.
What was the one with?
They had like
what was the one with Ice? No, what was the one with Ice-T? That was the one that was on for like
Oh
hell.
yeah, the
Law and
SVU.
Order.
Yeah, it was a Law and Order. That was the one because before that.
Because remember, but that one stopped. Raw eventually passed. That was like the longest like show running in like history or whatever, and then Raw passed it finally.
I think I saw Ice-T on Drink Champs and he was stunting, so he holds the record now. But look this up. This is the longest standing show. I think it's SVI or SVU. It might be network television though.
Yeah,
not cable. Because Law and Order came
like
from
Raw was like something with live or like something like that.
Theirs was the longest running live show on cable. That's definitely got to be fucking. Oh, it might even be.
That's what's crazy.
It might be Monday Night Football.
See, and even this one makes sense. The longest standing show on TV right now says The Simpsons with over 700 episodes.
Okay, see that makes sense. So what was it? Is it network? I forget what because
Law and Order SVU. It's number 2.
Okay, so I might have watched.
And then the other Law and Order is number 3.
Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, because the original Law and Order, they stopped that a long time ago, and they broke off into all the Law and Order Special Victims Unit and that movie we just the Cell.
Yeah,
the dude who played the killer, he was one of the stars in SVU alongside he was the main guy, and then Ice-T was kind of like Ice-T ended up becoming like one of the main characters. Like he was always like this. He was the in the streets the guy that what I mean, going there. What's up?
He loves fucking playing that guy, man. He just wants to play. I don't even remember what his name.
Well, he was a head detective, but he was like he was the bad cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the other guy, he was the guy Vincent D'Onofrio, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, he's like he's the mind whiz guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like while like Ice-T's like interrogating the perp and slamming his face down and doing all the thug shit.
Yeah.
Be in there just kind of observing the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I always thought he was the best in that show because his acting was just like,
B Silva said start 6-point passing and rushing touchdown. Kyler Stroud Fields. Going Stroud.
Yeah, and he'll probably be in the most competitive game too. The Rams. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. The Rams Stafford game, the Rams Cardinals game. That shit could shoot out low-key.
Yeah,
we got two bad defenses that have been giving it up a lot in recent history. Like the Rams fell all the way off in their secondary. Probably since the Cowboys game, they've been getting shredded. Except for last week, against Seahawks. Seahawks didn't really.
Yeah,
they've been whack actually though. So maybe it's an outlier.
Coach C, James said James Conner, Madison, Singletary, Kirk, Marquise Brown, Herbert, 1 RB, 1 flex. I think we're on Singletary and Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
B Silva said Gus or Ford. You know what? I know he's built Ford tough, but I'll just go Gus.
It's the matchup too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Chargers. They're soft.
Yep. Chase, I got a tough one here. London or Deontay? I don't even know if that's tough because I don't want Deontay.
See, but that's the thing is I don't really want London. But there is no Marshawn Lattimore. That you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's on he went on IR today.
Oh wow. That's a big blow, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he's actually played very well this year. Like, I mean, kind of shows that he was kind of banged up this past couple of years. And here he is again.
He gets hurt a lot, but he holds it down though when he's healthy.
Yeah, I'll lean London with you. I do like I am interested in a coordinator change, but then when they say they're elevating the running backs coach, it could be like super more run centric. Like I wonder if they just really don't trust Kenny Pickett at all.
What up, Song? And Song said, "Dang, Crispy trying to push that trade." Yeah, the trade isn't going to that trade's not going to happen because CJ Mosley is in it. Man, Crispy,
what trade is it? What's the trade?
Song bought TJ Watt and CJ Mosley from Crispy for a 2nd and a 3rd rounder.
Damn, that's cheap. Good shit, Song. What league is that?
Which one is that in? Is that 10? Is that 12? I can't. I think it's 12.
I was gonna say I'm not in that one for sure.
Are you not in number 12?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm in 1, 2, 7, 11, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
Yeah, all the
23,
ones from
23,
this
and
past year,
24.
you're in all of them.
Except for 17. Except for 17.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yep, you were excluded from that one.
Oh, that's right, because it was like the
Yeah, I was trying to get as many brand new people in as I could for that very first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every year I've
everyone was getting on you. I was like, oh, okay, all new people and Hustler.
Well, not new people to fantasy football.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying.
You got to be a savage to want to even plan our dynasties, anyways, with the style that we have it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you know what I mean? Especially for the people that like were like, okay, I've never done this before, but I'm up for the challenge. And you know, those are the ones that they'll love this shit. Like myself. I was like, all right, well, fuck it.
Well, and look at guys like like Derek, for example. Like he never played IDP before, never played Dynasty. He was in all those mock drafts with us and all that shit. It wasn't like he wasn't paying attention to anything.
It is dope when we'll be talking about a player. Jump in the chat. Oh, I got him in the 21. Started him against you, Bogey. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? Like that is because that's a dope feeling, though, man. You get that way more with IDP, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone knows about everyone who's good in fucking offense. You know, like I mean,
yeah,
it's the diamonds in the rough in IDP where, like, you know, they're not household names, and you feel like hella dope because you got them and they made some big ass.
Because like IDP is like even if just as crazy or even more crazy with like
fucking Crispy. He said, "Look at them, they're old." I'm just saying. TJ Watt hasn't.
Hold on, wait a second. You just bought TJ Watt for like an 8th and like Noah Sewell and shit like that. Like,
no, I reversed it
for real. It's good karma.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though?
Because I said if Antonio can like put like even one reason why he wanted this to happen.
No, but you did it right though, because you know why? He's made several drunk trades that we've seen, and he just won't ask for it to be reversed because he's like, I did that.
Well, I asked him like when I saw it, I was like, "Hey, did you send that on purpose?" Like I texted him, and he said, "Yeah." Yeah, I think I think he's on one of the, you know, he's on one of his hiatuses right now because this is the time of year where he cancels the 420 crew membership, and you know we don't see him for a little bit. So hopefully, you know, it's just the same as it always is, and he comes.
I mean, he gets hella busy. I know for his job, he gets hella busy this time of year too. Like,
well, he's different. He's got a different.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, right. He did say he got a different job.
Well, I don't even know if it was a different job, different position.
Yeah, remember when he was like, "Oh, okay," because he was like, "Yeah, I got y'all playing in the building right now."
Yeah, because he doesn't. Yeah, he's in the
before he was in the field. Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully, nothing changes with him. But I know he's pretty sour about the leagues, even though he's doing. I mean, I don't know. He's in like 6 or 7 of the dynasties, maybe 5, but he's like doing good in like half of them. And
yeah, I was gonna say like it's me and him at the top in league 13, and like I'm playing him right now. He has a chance to fucking even up the records right here. And I
think it's like number 5 or 6. It's like him and Chaotic who are like at the top of it. He's like 9-2, and I think she's like 10-1 or some shit.
And my
brother, that's what I don't get is like, yeah, you can't win. Oh, no way. CM Punk is coming out. They did tease this. He's coming out. CM Punk is whack as fuck. I don't even know why they're bringing him back.
I mean, you know what it is, bro? Is that like he's kind of like when they got away from like the you know, the raunchy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, and then it was like the guys that they were pushing was like obviously the John Cena's who had been there. And like, but you know, just real clean cut guys, though. You know what I mean? And then this guy was super squeaky clean. That was his gimmick. Even I'm a straight edger. You know, all you guys are throwing your lives away. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. And he was just like what I didn't like about him is just the way he wrestles. Like he's so low impact and whack.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember, like, I mean, I was not watching live when he was, you know, going through his shit. So this is more or less me going back and watching like pay-per-views, like to kind of like just, you know, mix in some of these.
Time, see, for me, it was during the time like, see, it must have. This is why my daughter didn't like wrestling for a while, after a while, because she was into it because her cousins would watch it, and then so like, I'm like, oh shit, you know, I'd watch Monday Night Raws with her, like because she would record it. And I'd watch it the next day with her, you know, after school and shit. And like, and that's I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, this guy CM Punk sucks. And you know, I'm like, all these wrestlers are whack. Like, I just, you know, I'm talking so much shit.
Yeah, well,
it's so whack because I ain't seen, you know what I mean? Like, it had been like hella years since I paid attention to wrestling, and like, And I did the same thing at you at one point. Went back, watched all the pay-per-views, like, because I was showing her shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, wrestling's never gonna change. It's the personalities that change. And like, yeah, those years did not have a lot of good personalities.
Yeah, and it's not only. I mean, yes, I 100% agree with the personality, but it's also like see, Jim Cornette, he always talks about this because like he's always in demand, but now he don't want to deal with it because he said there's not enough personalities. Because what he specializes is coming in and helping them build storylines. You know what I mean? Like story arcs. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Let's you know what I mean? And different angles because he's like a savant. Because all you do is recycle.
I just thought of it right now. You know why we think that why we know that it sucks is because we're getting more wrestling, but there's not as many good characters. So it's like we're seeing so many extra shitty ones that probably wouldn't have even gotten any TV time back in Raw when it's 2 hours.
You know how effective like a good wrestler is? Even their song is the slap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then all of a sudden there was like bands and like actual groups doing the songs. Like that became a thing. Like, like I don't know Batista's song or like Randy Orton's song. Like, you know what I mean? Like if someone played, I want to be like, oh shit, who's I have to ask somebody next to me if I'm in the crowd, who's coming out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, like if they dropped the CM Punk song, I wouldn't know who the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? But it would be like boom. I guess maybe I'm just not a hardcore fan anymore, but and the it's the little things like Jim Cornette was like, at one point he was like, we cannot call them fans, like, you know what I mean, when you're like doing commentary, like a list of things you can't say. Can't say wrestling. You can't say the business. Can't say entertainment. It has to be sports entertainment. He's the most electrifying figure in sports entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See, like, and like when you go back to the days,
I mean, that was even for The Rock. I mean, that was literally,
hell yeah. You know what I mean? Then like, you go back to the days like with Bret Hart and
him today,
right?
Jaws said, "Hit the Stone Cold drop."
I swear to God, that triggers me wanting to drink a beer.
And Toyota One, he said, "What up, 420 crew?" He said, "Start one at a Cup Downs, Deontay." I'm just gonna go Cup.
Yeah. What time? This is a 1 o'clock game. Did they say? Oh, do we have any Sheffy news? Like, do we got some expected thing?
I'll check. I mean, they did say that he was expected to play like yesterday.
Okay. I like
and
that.
Crispy, to go back to your old, just because someone's old doesn't mean they're not worth a first rounder.
Yeah, because this time of year, I mean, I'm sure Song is in the mix, so he's buying.
I looked, he's sixth place, he's 6th or 7th place, so maybe
he might have diagnosed a weakness that so he went to fix. You know what I mean? Like, why not get a TJ Watt and a CJ Moses? It sucks that he's not gonna get him this week.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but at least they had their bye week, so having the rest of the way, and then to make the playoff push. You know what I'm saying? Or to sustain his playoff position.
Yeah. I bet. I'm just saying, Crispy. Like, I mean, yeah, Song, good shit, for getting it done. I'm just saying you probably could have got more because I bet out of all teams who'd be trying to compete right now, I bet every single person would have give a second and a third. And that, if everyone will pay that just means it's too low. That's all that means.
Yeah, here's the thing too, is like, see, I always make the mistake of like going in and trying to like make it look like I'm overpaying. Right, you like throwing some players, then using my picks just so I can get taken serious right away, right? And then during this time of year though, I'm just gonna send the picks naked. You know what I mean? Like just to see what I can do without shaking up too much of the lineup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and no Shefty news or anything like that.
Yeah, all good.
But that's all I'm saying, Crispy. Just because someone's old doesn't mean they're not worth a first, especially if it's more than one person.
And it's name value, but then also too, like if I was Song, I might, I would really be looking at him like, okay, I don't know if I'm TJ Watt is.
That's why I said. That's why we both said good shit to Song, right? Because I wouldn't want to pay a first for those guys either, but that's what this comes down to. Is like it's like driving a hard bargain.
I'm trying to remember.
Get the first and a second, or a first and a third, but maybe get a first and a fourth. Like who knows? But the first is just more more valuable than a second and a third combined.
I'm trying to remember what I did last year with to make a playoff push. It was like in League 13. I think I might have sent like Ayuk and like a first, and I brought back like Jacobs and TJ Watt and
No
something
fucking
else.
way. We did get some Shefty news right here.
Okay.
This is insane.
Okay.
Despite being doubtful for Sunday, Max Crosby still plans to try to play. I wouldn't be looking to play him. I'd be looking to sit him. But if he plays after getting a doubtful tag, that would be the first time that we've seen it for sure happen this year.
Here's what's crazy about that too is like that's one of the teams he's really tapped in with, Sheffy. You know how he like has personal ties with, like, he knows like Christian McCaffrey's mom, so he gets these Niner things, right? Like I don't know the correlation of how he's tied in with the Vegas shit, but he was always the one breaking all the early Vegas shit. You know what I mean? So maybe just I don't know. Either way, my point is like the Max Crosby thing. It makes sense. It's a divisional game, and it's the Chiefs, and you're like, you're fucking one game under 500, right? What are they?
And this is him being a game time decision now. That's still all it is.
Yeah, it's a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, 1 o'clock game for us. But second wave of games.
Yep, afternoon games.
And Crispy said Boyd, Gabe Davis, or Ingram. It's crazy because I think I'm on the Ingram side of this. Houston's a good matchup versus the tight ends.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's a tight end premium what he's asking for. It's Gabe Davis or Ingram. I'd probably go Gabe Davis slightly just because like I like that matchup.
Song said, "Don't let Crispy fool you. He's a tough motherfucker for real. We've been doing this for hours with that trade." Oh, I believe it. it.
Yeah, and see, and
because I've gone back and forth with him. I'm sure Bogey's got back and forth with him.
Yeah, for sure.
He knows how to play the game.
And like, I don't think also without knowing the records and stuff like that, I feel like, Song's in the mix and then Crispy's not so much right now, which is, not a bad thing.
I think in the league where it happened in, I'm like first or second. And it's just a lot different. If I saw a first or second place team trying to buy something off me, I'd try to charge them more too. I mean, it's not like I even knew any price on that, but that's just the way that I was also.
Yeah, what's crazy too is like I'm always trying to shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just gotta shop around. You know what I mean? And I tend to shop around with people that I've went shopping with before. You know what I mean? Like
crew shopping.
Yeah, like okay, in League 13, I'm just trying to shop, right? And then so I go to Song, and no matter what I could do with Song in that league, he's always gonna counter me asking for Brock. You know what I mean? I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna trade the Brock. I love him. He's like, come on, bro. And then it's like we're like talking back and forth in the DMs, and then one of the last things he says is like, just give me the Brock. Like, I can't do it, bro. I love him. Schedule's too nice, too.
Crispy said Song was begging and crying. He said felt sorry for him. Hey, shout out to Hess. Hess in the house. What up, bro?
The Cannabis Guardian Angel.
Yeah, Hess joined the list of the people who are contributing to this noble fund. And we're getting there. Appreciate you, Hess. Out of nowhere, too. It's just like because we weren't on the stream or nothing. And he was like, I'm throwing down on the noble fund. I'm like, hell yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Song said it was a good trade. He said, I still wanted a wide receiver, though. And he said, Bogey, send it.
I can't do it. It was funny too, because like I was like, I'm just like, let me see if I can do a price check on Debo. You know what I mean? Let me just see if I could see what it do. Like, I mean, he came after Walker a couple times, and I'm like, well, Walker is still a bad motherfucker. And let me see if I just check. And of course, like I'm thinking of this, knowing that he's a Niner fan, and he's like, "Fuck that! I'm trying to get the Debo." He was trying to get the Debo Brock stack right away. Like, hold on, man. I was trying to do that. You know what I mean? I was like, let me see if I can throw some picks and Walker and see if I can buy an aging receiver.
Oh man,
I remember the first year I did Dynasty. My own Dynasty team, because I think I did a shared team the year prior to that. But then my first, it was the homie, he had Calvin Ridley, the homie fornicator, and I was like, bruh, excuse me. I was like, bruh, let me get Calvin Ridley, bro. He's hella old. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I'm like, bro, he's hella old, bro. He's like, he's 26. I'm like, God, Like, bro, it's hella old, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
If he was a running back, you would have been cut 2 years ago.
Exactly. I'm like, listen, bro. I'm like, he came in the game hella old. He played like 4 years, bro. And then so like it became like a run-on joke. You know what I mean? Because he done got passed around like hella much too. It was weird. You know what I mean?
What up, Doe? The Doe in the house. What up?
What
homie?
up? Shout out to the dough.
All right. Smoke some more weed.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm about to roll some.
All right.
Okay, what else does Chefy have for us?
That Rashad White. It's a matter of precaution that they say that he's on the injury report. So I guess
he's gonna play. Yeah.
Yeah. And Damian Pierce is expected to play.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay.
Well, I just came into
but I saw that in like maybe not from Sheffy, obviously, but yeah, I saw. Well, it might have been even from Peacock. It's funny because I like having like knowing like Peacock or like Stevie B. Cause I'll straight up just text them. Like I got a homie, he's a Philly guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna ask these motherfuckers, yo, what are they talking about over there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even shout out to my boy Theo, man. My boy Theo does, man. It was just his birthday too. But this dude, he's the only Bengals fan I knew, but he was tapped in. You know what I mean? Listens to the podcast and fucking, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like he was the one who was like, we're gonna get Burrow, bro. Telling you. Like when it was all the hoopla. And then they even came out and announced it before the draft day, remember?
Yeah.
They're like, we're taking Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Motherfuckers you gotta find the motherfuckers that's tapped in.
All right. Someone's sent me a message about the streaming service. Don't forget, guys, if you need to trying to cut your cost and get everything that you got on cable, plus a whole lot more, all the pay-per-views, Red Zone, every single game, every single sport. $30 a month. That's VIP streams.
So we went to 2 different fast food joints because like we were like doing like a whole like cleaning up of the garage today. So I busted out all the pads and everything. So I'm really gonna get everything up sooner than later now because I moved everything out. Got rid of it. There's the dump. There's hella construction right here, so there's a dumpster. So we took advantage. It's funny because I had the big ass 85-inch fucking screen box. I can't even put it in my car to move it. So I'm thinking, I'm like, okay. I'm like telling my girl, I'm like, hey, we're gonna walk down the street just carrying this shit. Come on. She's like, fuck no. I'm like, all right, screw it. So I'm thinking in the garage, I'm like, ooh, my kid's scooter. Like, yeah.
And what? You're just taking it to what?
Just to throw it in a dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a block and a half. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why did you break the box down?
Because like it's stuff with all the the styrofoam.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a box that you lift up and it's encasing another box. So it's like 2 pieces, just hella much. I'm like, fuck it. So I stand it up on the scooter though, and I'm just walking that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Hella conspicuous. And they got the little things with the camera on it, but I'm like, everybody like there's a mattress in that motherfucker. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like people, you know what I mean? If I'm the one guy,
What'd Tina say? Anybody order that console on TikTok? That shit has a ton of games. So I've seen that like in different places. I mean, they have a whole bunch of different versions of those. I know Peacock has one of them. It's pretty much like every game known to man. I mean, the one that I bought, it was like 140. I remember. I can't even remember where I got from.
My uncle, my brother-in-law, they just got one. It was, what I'm saying? It's like a full-on cabinet. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'll find the legit ones because, like, I don't know. I mean, even the one that I got, a lot of the games weren't like the full game or anything. Like you play a couple levels and then it's like it's just done.
Oh, that's whack.
It goes back to the beginning. Yeah, shit was super stupid.
Oh. Yeah, but this one's one of those ones though that you see it all the time. Like, okay, we my kids used to like going to our dentist back in the Bay because they basically had like a little kids room over there, but it had one of those machines. Yeah, whole cabinet, and it had all the games like from the 90s and shit.
Yeah,
and then it had the things with like so you can play Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Or then they had like the little rolling ball, so you could play the fucking golf game and the
yeah,
that shit was pretty dope.
Yeah, and Tina said I'm about to order it. I just want Gran Turismo 2 and Street Fighter 2. That's hilarious.
It's funny because, like, man, I almost compulsively bought one of those a few times. And then there was even one time my girl, she's like, oh, have you seen these? I'm like, oh, shit, it's a sign. You know what I mean? We're like, no. Because I'm like, this is when we were living at the townhouse, too. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to put that shit?
Yeah, there's one, I forget when the hell I saw them. I mean, they were pretty legit. It was, they were at, damn, was it at the Comic-Con, the Vegas Comic-Con or something? I mean, it was legit. They had all the 64 games and PlayStation games on it. I mean, just like everything.
I remember being taught how to play Street Fighter. It was my cousin. He worked at the Starcade. So the Starcade, it was there's a mall in the hood called Eastridge, right? Right there in the east side. We had the Eastridge Mall. They had this arcade, and this arcade, I guess, was around like for a long time, but before my time, you know what I mean? But like they closed that shit down early in the 90s. But I remember being a kid in there when it's just a whole fucking like straight up wall. I don't know if y'all remember in the 90s, but if you went to arcade, there'd be a fucking wall of Street Fighters because everybody and their mama played Street Fighter. You know what I mean? And my cousin worked there. He's about 9 years older than me. So this fool just fucking, you know, he was legit. Just put the fucking hella credits, ding, 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 and he'd be like, "Don't let nobody play this shit." And then I'll be hella cool. Hey, you want to get down, man? Go ahead, man. Play me. You know what I mean? Because all I have to do is hit start. Because I got like 50 credits in that motherfucker. I come up to him later. Hey, bro, I need some more credits. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's how I learned how to play Street Fighter, though, man.
There you go.
You gotta learn. You gotta get baptized in fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would always request for him to babysit me, bro. Because he'd be like, fuck yeah. My parents would give him some bread. And then he would just take me to work with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just put me in the arcade and shit. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Tell Lawrence to babysit me.
Oh, yeah.
I remember he had one of them little Nissan trucks. And this is back in the days when they put like the little, the Nissan trucks was hell small as fuck. So like he had beat in it, but it was in the bed of the truck, but they had a little cover over it. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
A little hard little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what Dell say? How he feeling about AJ Brown, ETN, and Eckler? I mean, those are usually guys not too worried about. You know, you start them.
Guys, you always play. Like you'd be like, oh my god, like, you might hear me go, fucking Eckler, bro. He has the worst matchup this week. You gonna play him? Fuck yeah. Like you know what I mean? Like, yeah, those are guys that are on that list. AJ Brown, like. You know, and you just die on that hill, bro, because you don't ever want to make the mistake again and too cute. You're like, man, he was questionable all week. You know, I was worried about the matchup, bro, so I sat him. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's never a good idea. You know what I mean? I'd rather be like, I started him and I fucking knew it.
I like this handle. Be growing stuff. What up?
What's up, Be growing?
Half PPR, Nico or Zay Flowers. Oh, Nico. I'm not fucking with Zay Flowers over Nico.
If there's ever a Zay Flowers big game, it's this matchup, but I'm playing Nico, man. Because then we're hoping for that big Zay Flowers blow up game still. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think he'll get that big game before Quentin Johnston.
What up, Zeb? He said Mixon or Puka. Probably Puka. It's close.
Yeah, against Arizona. I'm not mad at that. But I'm not mad at the Mixon thing either. I mean, he's still gonna get some targets. You know what I mean? I think the upside is super capped now because you gotta hope it's an offense that can even move the ball in the scoring position for a Joe Mixon because he's not a guy who breaks off big ones routinely. You know what I mean?
What up, Tim? He said, "What up, fellas? What defense would you start? Minnesota?" Or the Giants. I mean, Giants are probably they're a better matchup for sure. I mean, Minnesota's a better defense, though.
Here's the thing: is like I think this guy might have asked us this the other day. I'm still gonna say the same. If it wasn't him, someone asked us Minnesota or the Giants. I'm just playing Minnesota, bro. They're gonna takeaways. I think you got they got 5-10 sacks on the year? Fucking the Giants. Or less than 10.
I mean, they've given up more sacks than they've gotten.
I mean, that's for sure. Because they're like the second leader in the league of giving up, taking sacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting sacks. I don't know. I think they got like 5 in the game one time and it matched the whole season. That was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so they might have like 10 or 12 on the year. I don't know, but I'm not fucking with them. They're kind of whack.
Let's see.
Justin Fields make mistakes too. And that line's bad. He'll take some sacks. I've never.
Josh said would love to find where to watch all the 22s. My attention span isn't handling the commercial breaks like it used to. What's the all 22s?
The all 22s, the coaching film. That's if you're watching like recaps, though. You can't watch a game live like that.
Right.
Yeah, because then that's like you get like all the field, you get all the angles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the shit that you have to pay for. It's just not available. You know what I mean? Like you get like the back judge views and the fucking the what is it called? The overhead shit.
Mm-hmm. Adil said just traded Cup, Dell, and Eckler for Olave, Bijan, Saquon, and Sutton. I kind of like the side with the 3 players. Cup, Dell, and Eckler.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other side's Olave, Bijan, Saquon, Sutton.
If he's like running back needy, I can see why he's doing that.
I mean, it's crazy though, being running back needy, and then you trade away like Eckler.
But he gets Bijan, right? Like it's like Bijan, like it's the lore of Bijan. Like I can see why he's doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he also, I mean, he gets who else is in there? Fucking
Olave, Sutton.
Oh, it's just those 3 for the 3? Oh no, there's 4 on the first one. I don't know. I still like the Eckler side. Just sucks that Cup is all banged up right now. And then like they do say the Bijan schedule the rest of the way is the Atlanta schedule is supposed to be like hella prime for running backs, you know what I'm saying? But like it just sucks because like he still shares a ton with Algier. And I mean, they did make a nice little switch like they said they would before the bye week, but you know what I mean?
Chris, we said IDP players going on the block in the 24. Let's see. Hunter Henry. He's not IDP. Where goes the IDP? Tranquil, Josh Sweat, Chris Jones, Josie Jewell, Chris Godwin, Derrick Henry, Aguilar, Hunter Henry. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, man, I put player, you know, I guess it really just depends on who sees this because, like, I don't know. IDPs are like usually what sweeten the trades.
Yeah, because it's like if you're gonna if I felt like I wanted to buy IDPs, you know, be just naked with picks and shit. I mean, what 3rd rounds, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I usually like them to throw them in, to sweeten up a deal. You know what I mean? Or use them as closers.
Yeah.
Hey man, you really want to get this deal done? I'm gonna need fucking such and such. Or, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's crazy because it's way easier. I mean, we have 9 defensive spots. It's way easier to fill 9 defensive spots than it is to fill 10 offensive spots. Unless you get hella injuries. I mean, that's really when people got to start making trades for IDP.
Yeah, it's happened to me.
Oh man, I saw they got a pop-up about the Colorado game or whatever. 4-8, probably not what they were planning on, you know, what everyone thought they were gonna do, but it's so crazy though. I mean, it's a 3-game improvement from last year. It's like a one-win team last year, and they just signed Warren Sapp to be their defensive line coach for next year.
Hell yeah! Hey, those two were hella funny when they used to be on NFL Network together.
Yeah,
yeah. Warren Sapp was one of those guys that got me too'd hella early.
Mm-hmm.
Where they made him like resign to save face because he was getting like accused of like shit.
Yeah, one of the Rock's documentaries. I don't know, maybe it's one that came out in 2010 or like some shit like that. Warren Sapp was all over it, and they were talking about the U days. And, You know, he was like, man, you just you're around a lot of shit talkers, and he's like, got to be able to hold your own in the shit talking department. And Dewey always held his own in the shit talking department.
Dewey. Hey, you know what's funny? That's the early days of like fucking him rocking the mic, man.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy? Here's one thing that was annoying me when I was watching the fucking and this is probably just my personality, but it was annoying me watching him on Rogan because I was like, man, he's on there acting too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just me. I just want him to be the Rock all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when they were talking about like the thing, you know, of course he's empathetic and sympathetic to what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in the world right now. But you know, he has to get over the top. I know, right? It's terrible, you know, you know, and then he passes it on to Rogan and says, well, what do you think we should do? You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm like, man, because you know, you're supposed to be having like it seems like he's being interviewed, you know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like versus like, you know, like when he's on his Instagram and shit. When he's on his Instagram, he's getting loaded. That shit's tight, you know what I mean?
Song said, would you trade Puka for ETN in Dynasty? I don't know. Probably not straight up.
If I had the ETN side, I want Puka plus. I want Puka and like picks or Puka and another player just because ETN has that, you know what I mean? Like he has that, what's that called?
The same case could be made for Puka though.
Yeah, but still though, okay, look at how
the wide receiver in this. I'm just saying, whichever side you have, I think you would want the other.
People will be willing to pay up for ETN, is what I'm saying. How about that?
Yeah.
How about this? Remember when ETN missed an entire year? That next year, you're still able to flip him like he was the baddest motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because even right now, what is he? Number 3 or something like that? Number 2 on the year? Like he's up there, huh? What is he? Is he number 2 for real?
I don't know. Let's go see him.
Like that's what I'm saying too. Like he's actually paying off. Like,
yeah, that would be team specific. Like I would really need to be stacked at, you know.
Listen, I know we're not paying that
back. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Now he's number 2.
See, that's what I said. He's number 2 right now.
He's in front of Mostert, and he hasn't even played this week.
Mostert's got all the tugs. That's really what it is, huh?
He's got 11. He's got as many on the ground as CMC.
Dang. Look at the Niner guys.
Yeah, ETN. It looks like he's
doing it all on the yards and the catches and the fucking.
Yeah, he's got 32. He's got 32 receptions, but yeah, what is it?
Yeah, he's getting 50. He's going over 50. You know what I mean? 50 grabs easily. Fucking.
He's almost at 1,000 all purpose. He's pretty close.
Yeah, I think he ends up with like maybe close to 1,600 all purpose at the end of it when it's all said and done. Actually, maybe not. That's pretty nasty. Never mind. That schedule's pretty nasty the rest of the way. I think the receptions will be there though.
I mean, he has 1,000 like right now. He's like literally a couple away. He's like 40 yards away or something from 1,000. If he only gets 1,600 all purpose, that's a shitty finish to the season.
That maybe does sound realistic. That does sound realistic then with the schedule.
Yeah,
rest of the way. Yeah, because he got it rough. I mean, he needs like if he does bad against the Texans right here, you know what I mean? That's gonna fuck up his campaign tremendously. Because like, you know, this should be a matchup good for him, but they've been doing their thing.
Tino said, "How far is Tyreek from 2K? He's on pace still. We did the math, and he's on pace for 2,046 yards. So, you know, he needs to keep pace. What is it? It's like what's 58 times 2?
You know,
116. He needs to be over 116 per game to like, you know, just be trending above that 2,000 mark. See, like this week he was at what 102 or something." Mm-hmm. So it's like he needs to get back over the 116 and have more of those games.
Let's look at his schedule. Because like I was saying, like, you know what he needs? He needs one of them 200 games, or maybe $180 plus. You know what I'm saying? Like let's see if we got any more of those on the schedule, right? Here's another thing too. with the freak, right? Just like every week he's scaring me, bro. Just don't you go down on me, you know what I mean? Just stay together.
Washington, Tennessee, the Jets.
Washington, there it is.
Dallas, Baltimore,
Washington, and Tennessee.
You better go crazy. You better get like 400 yards in those games.
Yeah, because those other ones are gonna be tough, bro.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go. That's for sure. 2000 is really, really hard for a wide receiver.
No one's done it.
Yeah,
that's how hard it is. And then like that would make him like a serious candidate for MVP, like maybe even win it for real. And this is the year where the QBs are they're pacing to be this shitty. Like I think the touchdown leader, and when it's all said and done, passing touchdowns might be like 33, 34. You know what I mean? Which is good, but like, you know, I mean, like the MVPs as QBs have been putting up like 40, you know what I'm saying? 40 plus.
I mean, not always. I mean, that's like the top tier MVPs because Rodgers won it, not throwing 40.
But I'm just saying though, in recent history, when Rodgers won it, he threw at least 40, right? Those two, right?
In one of
back to back.
One of the two.
Okay, he had total 40 because he ran a couple in that. Okay, that
right, yeah.
38. He still led the league though. That's what I'm saying though.
With 38
that year. Yeah, and did Mahomes get him?
37.
37, and then how many did he run in that year? Was it this 2020? No, this is 21. Right? That you're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay, because 2020 he threw for 40, right?
Over 40, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he didn't lead the league in touchdowns.
Ooh, okay. Oh, Brady did.
Yeah.
Brady threw for 40.
Yeah. And Stafford.
Ooh, that's right. That was the fucking Rams year.
And Brady threw for 5,000 yards. See, didn't even matter.
But you know what though? He didn't have him as the best team.
Yeah.
And
that's why it's like you got to like check all the boxes, and if you're like not on like one of the top teams, like I don't know, like I mean, it's just
okay. So he needs to win 2,000, and they definitely got to like be the division winners. And fucking,
they can't be far off from the Eagles if they're like 4 wins or whatever behind the Eagles. Like,
yeah, because Hurts is he's the shoe in right now at this pace.
Yeah,
yeah.
Even though his stats aren't,
I was just about to say that that'd be a case of it. Yeah, because being that he'll never be the touchdown passing leader. You know what I mean? No. Something like Hurts, but it's going to be the record.
Well, and it'd be overall. I mean, because what does he have right now? I mean, he's got 15, but I mean, well, he's got 15 fucking through the air, but then he's got 9 on the ground. So I mean, 24 total. And then you look at Josh Allen. Josh Allen's at 29.
Damn, that's crazy. They need to win out.
He was at 21. Yeah, see, I mean, really, yeah, I mean, it's Allen and Tua who are, I mean, Allen and what's his name, and Hurts. Dak is kind of right behind Hurts as well. Actually, no, Dak's already played, but he's got 25 right now.
When the Eagles lost, right? Fucking was that to the Browns, right? Which Browns was it though? Was it PJ Walker?
Probably was. I don't think it was Watson, was it?
Their defense is so good. Can't remember the week.
Yeah, where is it? Oh no, they lost to the Jets.
Oh, the Jets. That's what it was. It was the same day we lost to the Browns. That's what it was. My Niners, at least. Yeah, and that was the Zach Wilson Jets too.
And Tim said he gets 17 games this year to hit 2K rather than 16. That's what's tough. Even with 17 games, it's fucking hard.
Yeah, what's that? It's what's the pace had to be?
Because Cup, I mean, he did it in 16 games. Well, I mean, he didn't hit 2,000, but his crazy year was
it was 17. It was 17 games.
Nah, wasn't it 2019?
2021. Yeah, the Triple Crown year.
That was 2021.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, me and you, we were already like lockstep doing content.
I don't know why it feels like it was so much longer ago.
Because the 2019 year was the other big Cup year. He was coming off the ACL, and then like he was really good for like the first 6 weeks. Then he like blanked out for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
He closed out strong like that 5 weeks, like with a touchdown in every game. And like damn near 100.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just never gonna happen. I don't know. It's like so hard.
It really is. He was moving at an incredible pace, and you know what was crazy because it was the Tyreek Hill. We had him in the race for 2,000 wow because he proclaimed it too though. You know what I mean? That's what had us hype because you know what I'm saying. It was like when you think of something like that, you can find a path to it. You know what I mean? Like you're like okay, it's not feasible. Maybe the argument could have been like, oh well, he still has to share with Waddle. I mean, but I could also argue, well, the fact that Waddle exists, it'll help him achieve that. You know what I mean? Because now, you know what I mean? Like, it's not you just shut this one guy down all the time. Like, you have to account for two guys. And anyways, here's another point. Like, fucking, we also had Kirk Cousins on a pace for 5,000 wow passing, right? And it's crazy because them two motherfuckers started out the gates like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Cousins threw for what? All 300 games except for 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tyreek's not about to get it unless he goes for like 200 on Washington and 200 on Tennessee. I mean, he's already got 4 games this year where he went under 1,000.
Is he
under 100? I mean, under 1,000, under 100. He gets any more games under 100, it makes it like almost impossible for him to get it.
And even to just match like the leader right now. What does Cup got? 19. What was Cup at?
What are you talking about?
Most yards received ever. Actually
1947, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, but it's still
he's third, right? He's third.
Has more though.
Yeah, I'm saying isn't Cooper Kupp third on the leaders of the receiving yards in the season?
No, I'm pretty sure he's second.
Second, okay. Yeah, single season leaders.
Yeah. It is 1964.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Cooper Kupp said he was 18 yards shy
of number 1.
Well, of beating that record.
Yeah, beating it. Ooh. Was Jerry Rice third?
I don't even know.
That's all good. I thought you might have pulled up a list. That's why.
No.
Yeah, screw it.
Yeah, Megatron in his 16 games.
Yep.
Hella close, man. Only 30 something away, 36 away.
You know, when I first started playing fantasy too, I had him everywhere, bro, just because of watching him go crazy for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My cousin Lawrence, the one I was telling you about that worked at the arcade, he was the one that turned Lions fan in the 90s. Because like him and his brother, the whole family is Niner fans, right? But him and his brother turned Eagles fan, and then he turned Lions fan because you can never be both the Niners in Madden. And and you can't be the Niners against each other. So they pick alternative teams. That was their teams. You know what I mean? So because of that, yeah, for real though, it's kind of crazy.
Shout out to Hollywood Cole, just jumped in the chat. What up, bro?
Yeah, and I just never understood the concept of the alternative team.
And the song said, sit 1, Puka, Kupp, Ayuk, Devonta Smith, Ridley. Man, I don't know. It might be Devonta Smith right now. I want to hear some, what they have to say about him.
He's banked up?
I know. Yeah, I said something about that throughout the week.
Oh, no, I don't think I saw any kind of tag on him, right? No?
Let's see.
I mean, he was, like, banged up, though, but...
So they say he's not on the final injury report.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh. Weird. So it says he did not practice on Friday, but still plans to play.
See, I hate it when they plan to do it. Like, of course you do. And your media trained is what you're supposed to say. So then the media doesn't get on your ass and say, Devondre Swift is not about his team. You know what I mean? Like
Zeb said, what's more difficult, 2K yards for a wide receiver, 2K yards for a running back? I mean, it's tough to say. It's tough to say that 2K for a running back is harder when it's been done like multiple times.
But I will say first of all, to answer the question, receiver, because we've never seen it, right? But I'd also say in today's day and age, it's just as hard for a running back, bro, because like the way teams are, you know what I mean? Like they run with committees. or they're like a pass heavier team. I say quote unquote because a lot of times they'll pass like the shorter passing game is substitutes the run game. A lot of times,
JT ran for 1,800. A couple years ago. I mean, I know it's 1,800, but
I mean, Derrick Henry just ran for 2,000 a couple years ago. So
yeah,
I mean, that was on Tennessee though. That's it's one of those teams, right? Just fucking, we're gonna give this guy like 300.
I mean, no matter who did it, it was always because like they went on some kind of magical run, no matter what it was.
But it was also on a run first team, though. You know what I mean? Always. You know what I'm saying? Like there was never, Adrian Peterson to that wow. You know what I mean? Like okay.
Well, yeah, you have to be like you, or else you.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because it's this is what they want to do. What was it? Okay, the Bears. You know what I'm saying? They're what you would say a run first team. That at least that's what they would want to be, right? Because then even if you look at their numbers when they made the new regime change last year, what did they have 3,000 yards rushing as a team? I remember I got that wrong in a trivia. That's why I was like, oh shit, word. Like, I think even when you read the answers, you're like, oh, that's crazy. Like, because ain't nobody knew that one. Goddamn, Marty got us all on that one. I even jumped out and said the answer. I was like, oh, the Niners. I was like, oh, that's not right. That didn't sound right when I yelled it.
And 5,000, it's not what it used to be. Like it's really not. Like so, yeah, 5,000. I don't even think is hard anymore. 5,500. That's going to be the new 5,000 because I don't even know if anyone's hit 5,500 in a season.
Yeah, because look at we okay in the past. Okay, yeah, count me off here. I think we've had like 4 of them in the past, 5 of them in the past since 2018. No, six times because we've had Ben Roethlisberger in 2018, right? I don't think we had one 2019. In 2020, 2018 we had 2 because Patrick Mahomes, right? As well.
Yeah, they already have a list because I know I pulled this up.
Okay, yeah.
So what the hell?
Because I was just going in the past 6 years or 5 years.
So 22 we had 1. 21 we had 2.
Yeah, Brady and Herbert.
2018 we had 2. 2016 we had 1. So just going back, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 years we've had 8 5,000 yard passers. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 7 in 7 years.
Yep.
Still crazy.
We had 2 in 2 of those years. We had 2. Right.
Yeah, and then shit. I mean, and then how about since 2008? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 since 2008.
And 5 of them was Breeze, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I could wonder who.
And Mahomes already has 2.
Yeah. So it's definitely not difficult. And then that's the one where you got
it's difficult, but it's not what
Okay, that's the one. How about this? I'm let me retract my statement. It is difficult, but I want what I should have said is that's the argument people should have when they talk about adding that 17th game. It makes it because still running for the 2,000 wow and then you know what I mean. It's really like the old numbers that were hard to achieve, like a 1,000 wow. You know what I mean?
Or I want to see someone hit like 200 receptions, in a season. Like that'd be fucking insane. I wonder what's the most receptions in a year.
It was what's his name? Michael Thomas. Ooh, is it tell me it's 169. Give me 169. Give me it might be 170.
149.
149. Okay, I knew it had a 9 in there.
Even that, so even 150 is a feat that hasn't been.
How many targets did he do it on that year? Did he do it on like 200 plus? Because that was also something I was like, okay, how many people even have gotten 200 targets in a year or 200 plus? You know what I mean? Because then to narrow that down, you would look at all the guys that are throwing.
He didn't get 200. He got 185.
180. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay. So
Tina said, "How far is Tyreek from the Megatron record?" I mean, still 600 plus away from it.
Yeah.
1967 and 1964 is the record, and
that's Cooper Kupp, right?
No. Cooper Kupp 40 something.
Okay.
And then Tyreek's got like 13 something right now. Let's see. What's his exact number? He's got 1324. So yeah, 600 and some change from Megatron's record.
See, what's crazy is like
he's got to go for 20 tugs as well. Like you got to shatter the touchdowns also.
Michael Thomas's was like I could easily say he got that record because of the style of the style they used him in. He was big slot. You know what I mean? Plus, you couple that with Drew Brees. This is the strength of his game, of his arm at that point in his career is the short passing game. And then you couple that with he was like they were using him like a new Marcus Colson. You know what I mean? Just like you know what I mean? Just boom, he's getting peppered.
Ever. Over targets was Marvin Harrison with over 200, but also Calvin Johnson, the 1964, he had the second most targets ever. So I think Michael Thomas just might have like legit, just one of the most efficient.
Yeah, because
season.
It was the shorter A dot, right?
Yeah.
Then I was gonna say the Cooper Kupp.
He didn't have 1900, did he?
And Cooper Kupp. See, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know Cooper Kupp, he might have had close to like 700 yards after the catch that year you know what I mean? So this is like he was like they were scheming him in every way you could imagine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus outside of like just catching the ball down the field, you know what I mean? Like it was insane. He was, that triple crown shit, and then the Megatron one was like literally just big double moves down the field. Throw it up. You're gonna go up and get it.
3
yards,
3 receptions for like 150 yards. Like shit.
For real, though. You know what I mean? It wasn't until later in his career, for real, when they're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna move him around for real.
Yeah, those were nasty games.
yeah, they were. Like I remember this one I had him. It was against the Cowboys in 2013. And he has this forever highlight reel where he jumps up and fucking is like 3 guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's the one, three Cowboys on him, and he comes down with that motherfucker. I was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
He's a beast. Shout out to Jason. He said, "What up, fellow stoners? What up, bro?" He said, "Should I play Pacheco or Bijan?"
It'd be Pacheco for me.
Yeah, I'm in Pacheco as well.
Yeah, I do. I'm okay with Bijan too, but Pacheco's in a smash matchup here, and like. And
Crosby doesn't play. I mean, that just makes things a little bit nicer.
Yeah, because Pacheco is going to be the guy who like is going to be trusted to be that last ditch effort in pass pro. You know what I mean? Because he's a big boy. He's like 230. You know what I mean?
Well, and who else do they got right now? I mean, McKinnon's not out there. I
guess they're all little guys anyway. Even if they were
but that's one of the reasons why he sucks is because he can't pass pro, right? I'm with the Pacheco. And then he said Steelers or the Saints. Ooh. I think I would go.
Who the Steelers play? They're playing
Bengals. Yeah, I think I'm going I think I'm going Steelers versus the Bengals.
Yeah, the line hasn't really improved like at least I thought it would in the beginning. You know what I mean? When they added Orlando Brown. They're still giving up a ton of sacks to Burrow.
The rest of the line sucks. Like Orlando Brown can only block so many people. That right side's horrible.
Yeah, like Kappa and all those other guys. They're not fitting the bill. These are all the big acquisitions they made in the past couple seasons.
Yeah.
I'll play the Steelers. They need to win this bad. It's divisional. You know what I mean? It's time to beat up on a team that they probably would have came in here as massive underdogs, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually, not massive. They might have gave him 4. They might have given him 4 points. Because right now, what is it? I bet you it's Steelers plus what? Plus 4?
Let's see.
Steelers -4, I mean.
Nah, Steelers -2.5.
Wow. Okay. I guess, Pickett does suck, though. Shit. That's crazy.
And what up, Jeff? He said Mixon or Connor for an RB2. I'll go Mixon.
Yep. Yeah, Steelers still aren't the greatest against the run. Speaking of the Steelers.
Let's smoke it up, Phil. Let's get it.
Shout out to Phil. Get a drop.
All right.
Switch it over to a tab. All right. And yeah, we're going to be out of here in a few. Shout out to everyone rocking with us while we're giving you the late night tips. Just the tip, though. What up, Doug? Yep, we shouted out a little earlier. I was watching that Survivor Series live when CM Punk came out. It's not like he did shit. He like literally just came out and
it'd be tight if like
presence felt.
The game, right? The game, he doesn't like CM Punk, right? And if the game is the game still running the show, or did they make him step down or some bullshit like that?
I'm not sure.
Because the game where if he allowed this, I'm surprised he'd be like, okay, right when you get out there, we're going straight to a crotch shot. You know what I mean? Like you're taking one to the junk. You know what I mean? Just have someone go out there and kick him in the balls. You know what I mean? Fuck CM Punk.
Let's see. So it's currently the chief content officer and head of creative.
Okay, so yeah, he's the guy. Then I said, okay, but also in light of this is smart of them because obviously he went and to their main competitor. You know what I'm saying? But then like he did all kind of CM Punk things. Because he's like supposedly in real life.
He hated WWE, right? Yeah. I think he hated Vince McMahon. Maybe it was Vince McMahon specifically, because he went and tried to do MMA and got his ass whooped in UFC.
Yep.
I think he only had a couple fights and he got the shit beat out of him.
Yeah. Did he do TNA too before he did AEW?
I wouldn't know. He may have. You might be right, but I know he was.
I know he did AEW for sure, and then like it was like a big old event.
He literally just left AEW.
Yeah, because it was like in a big ass event, and I'm talking about like fucking in the UK somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like AEW, like you know, what I mean, this is a real ambitious shit. Like Khan is basically just like doing the old Vince McMahon formula. You know what I mean? Because remember Vince McMahon,
he's got Jericho. Jericho knows, like, I mean. He's in their ear about how to put a good, what's it called? A good stable together. That's what they kept calling it.
Yeah.
They're like, really, you only need 6 acts. Like he broke it all down on his podcast one time.
And he's for real though, because it's like, if you're like look at he was a part of it before it got watered down. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he was if he wasn't there, it wouldn't have happened. Like he was like one of the instrumental like pieces, and it was like Cody Rhodes and fucking I forget everybody else, but there was like the 2 guys who were like the craziest tag team in the independents, and
okay, so
but there was legit like
then there was like something Omega, Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega, there you go. I couldn't think
that
of
was like that was the big guy they were giving like the real big push, right?
Exactly. I mean, it was pretty much Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega. I don't even think he's ever. I mean, he might have been the champion, but it was like Jericho. He had the strap, like right away.
Of course.
And like Kenny Omega was almost.
Jericho's like, this is what we're gonna do here.
Like Stone Cold.
I get the strap.
Kenny Omega was almost like Stone Cold, where it was like it's almost a waste to put a strap on him because he's so popular. No matter what, it's like it's more fun to make him chase the strap and not be the good guy or whatever.
Smart. Yeah, like for example, fucking what is it called, bruh? He had this whole. Did you hear about the him and Goldberg beef?
No.
Although this is hilarious, bro, because it goes all the way back
in the day.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't know how I feel. I probably heard the podcast about this shit not too long ago, but like so like look at this. Going back in the 90s, right? They had the while Goldberg was going on this whole run, you know, I mean Jericho would go
180 matches.
Yeah, he would go on rants talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, Goldberg, you're fucking I forget what he kept calling them. Silverberg or Bronzeberg. He was just stupid, like, you know what I mean?
Because he was trying to get written into a storyline with him.
Yeah, for real though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and then like it was getting heat. He was getting heat backstage for real. He's like, hey, bro, keep my name here at your fucking mouth. Like, you know what I mean? Like Goldberg really came at him. He's like, hey, bro, just want you to know, you know what I mean? This is good for you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You're just running through all these guys. I got, he was getting a push. He was like, he was a fucking, he was a cruiserweight champion already a couple times. Yeah. Like, he was he was the guy. You know what I mean? And he was a heel.
He wasn't getting a push, but I mean, I think he just had more mic time than.
Well, he had a push already.
Yeah.
What I should say. You know, they had the strap on him, and you know
Right.
what I mean. But you know,
Didn't he hate the NWO shit? Didn't he say that he
he hated the WCW shit? He hated all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean, you know what it is too, is because he came up through like Stampede Wrestling, and he like and Stu before that with like you know training in a Stu Hart shit with like Lance Storm, and you know what I mean? Like these guys were they you know, and then they went down to what was it? Was it what's the first one I said? Is it not Mid South? Was it Mid South?
Georgia?
No, it's I was like wherever Jim. Yeah, okay, I guess I was it. Wherever Jim Cornette was. You know what I mean?
Wasn't he with Georgia Championship?
Oh, okay, so that's probably why they were always in WCW, huh? Never thought of that.
Yeah.
Except for Lance Storm. I don't know what the fuck happened to him for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah, but yeah, and then like so he does this whole push with he sits down with Benoit and Goldberg, and you know what I mean? Because like they even like have a whole thing out where like he's trying to fuck him up, bro. Yeah, and I think he even stole off on Goldberg, just like all right, fuck it, I'm gonna steal off on him, and then like another time when he saw him, he was like, fuck man, he's gonna fuck me up for real. So he just kind of like, and he said when he had saw him. Like the person he was talking to in the locker room, he saw that person's like face change. So when he turns around, he's like, "Oh no, it's too late." You know what I mean? And then he said, "But all Goldberg did was just grab his hair and like yank him around by his hair and shit." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was just like, he thought he got away clean on that one. But you know what I mean? But you know, he was like, "Okay, let's use this." You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm still good with it. I don't want to beat him. He's like, I want to like get destroyed by him. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be the biggest. You know, they had been like building this thing up, and you know, because of course he's trying to show Benoit like, hey, see, I was able to generate this thing right before your eyes. Just every time you put a mic in my hand, he would just be bashing Goldberg, right? They did that shit for a while, and they just never used it to the point too. They made him drop the title at one point, his strap to somebody, and then like he just left. You know what I mean? His contract was up. He's like, I'm out, and he went straight to WWF.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think actually they had like what was it, like 6 months when they knew that he was gonna come because they had some countdown. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
How long was that countdown going on? Because it was definitely before the year 2000, right? Oh no.
Yeah, because it was the Y2J.
Yeah,
not the Y2K.
Yeah, when did he come through? Like 98, 99? No, it was 99.
It was no. It was 99 for sure.
Yeah. You just always see that count. Oh yeah, that's right, because they already had SmackDown.
And the countdown, you could tell it wasn't synced up with like, you know, like the start of the year or anything.
Yeah, it was just some countdown.
I forget who did. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was one of my friends or something, at least back then, because there's no social media. But I remember someone was like, yeah, you know, that counter is not like to the end of the year, right? It's like, I don't know. I never fucking did the math.
You know what is crazy though is like they already had those wrestling forums and shit like that where like fools are like, you know what I mean, like
because people knew that he was coming because there's Jericho signs out there, but you know,
that is true, huh?
I wasn't, and maybe they were even guessing, you know, because like nobody really knew. I think they were just like guessing, but they guessed right. Yeah, because if you go our TikTok, the Attitude Era Rules, that's like the first channel or the first thing that we got up there. And
where he interrupts The Rock?
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah. You do, man.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was the Flamboasting Rock already, too. I mean, basically, they made the whole SmackDown show because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
His whole thing.
Yeah, and what date was it? Yeah, August 9th, 99. There you go. And Jason said, you guys think Puka is a good flex this week with Cooper playing? And is Kyren going to be a bust move this week? I think Kyren's a flex. I think that Kyren will be safe.
And I'm okay playing Puka as long as it's Stafford throwing the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because this Arizona matchup is juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play crazy. You know what I'm saying? They figure, you know what I mean? They figure out ways to turn the ball over, and Stafford does like throw a turnover or two, but yeah, you know what I mean? And then we got Kyler on the other side, so it could actually like be a game.
Yeah. Josh said Nuke, Hunt, Sutton in the flex, Pickens and Myers also, but leaning away from those two.
Yeah, it's hard to play Sutton, but then it's also like he just been super steady Eddie, huh?
Yeah.
How many games does he not have a touchdown? Like 3?
Let's see.
Shit, it's like in my mind, I want to say just like to big him up and be like, dang, he damn near has a touchdown every game.
Yeah, it's only 2 games he doesn't have a touchdown.
See, damn.
Yeah, I mean you just keep playing them.
For real, right?
It's like all these other guys, like all the other guys that you have here, like could score like 5 or less. Like I think we've seen it from all these other guys.
And we just get that touchdown at least.
Well, I mean, he's only had 1 game where he's gone. I mean, I brought this up last week too. He's only had 1 game under double digits, and it was one of the games he didn't score a touchdown. Obviously, it was the Jets, and their entire team.
They're the best secondary.
Garbage that fucking.
Except for after last week or yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Javon. I don't even know if maybe Javonte had a good game that week.
They're the best against wide receivers, I should say, because when I say secondary, I don't want to include them against the tight ends, because that's not fair to the corners.
And Jason said, "Person is playing Tank Dell and Nico playing against my QB Stroud. What's your thoughts?" I mean, I don't want to dictate. Like, if Stroud's the best guy you got out of your QB, you just play. Like, I'm not.
What if Stroud blows up? Nico's probably gonna be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If you think about it like that, Stroud could blow up and have Nico not be a main contributor of it. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't not play the best players that you got. Don't even look at his team.
Yeah. Don't change things around based on who they have, because either way, like the points are going to be the points at the end of the day. Like no matter who they.
The only time I'm ever considering switching something out like heavily like that is like if I'm say I'm already at a massive lead, right? For some reason, you know what I'm saying? I'm early on a Thursday or something. I might get off my QB if I was scared to play him in a bad matchup. This is not a matchup that I'm scared to play CJ Stroud in now.
You have to think that he's not gonna do good to say. And then if he doesn't do good and Tank Dell and Nico suck, then it all kind of works out. But if he balls and they both ball, and then you play a guy who doesn't do as good as Stroud, they just shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, for no reason. And it's like, and then you just remove the person you played. It didn't matter because it's about the points that you put up. Like, so you know what I mean? I'm playing the guy I think is in a better position, and I'm playing Stroud. I don't even know the other quarterback he was talking about either.
He didn't even mention it.
It would have to be like a.
That's what he's just saying. What's your thoughts on that? Yeah, my thoughts is if Stroud is your best QB, you play him regardless of who you're playing in your matchup.
Yeah, like say you have Josh Allen. I'll play Josh Allen because he is playing the Eagles. You know what I mean? This could be like a real big shootout.
If my opponent has Diggs, like, are you even considering not playing Allen because your opponent has Diggs?
I guess for the sake of the argument, right? Because I keep, forgetting that is the argument, right? Like he's scared to play, or he's questioning.
Well, not even that he's scared to play. He's just
questioning. Yeah, nah. It never has any. Whatever that guy does, whatever he starts, it doesn't matter. To be honest, what matters is that the end of points that he puts up. I'm just saying it will never affect him necessarily. You know what I mean? It would only negatively affect him because
he might be starting Goff, and I mean he just put that he had Goff too. He already played. Yeah, you just play Stroud. He might be playing Dell and Nico because you have Stroud, but just because you have Stroud, it doesn't mean that both Dell and Nico are both going to go off. Like, what if someone on his bench does better than Dell or Nico? And then he fucked up by starting those two guys just because you started Stroud and he was trying to be cute.
Yeah. What if he's in around? What if like it's a big ass Dalton Schultz game for some reason, right? Like and those guys don't eat, but see now your CJ Stroud still eats, and you manage to curve those guys. You know what I'm saying somehow, but it's at the same time too. It's like, man, if he's throwing the ball, you want those guys to go get you the touchdown anyway. You know what I mean? You don't want them to just catch a bunch of passes and they don't get no touchdown for you. You know what I mean? If they're getting yards and they're getting catches, but but not the touchdown
or whatever, that kind of works out for Stroud. Like,
no, but I'm okay. Oh yeah, if he's scoring touchdowns elsewhere, yeah, for sure.
It's really Stroud. Okay, like Stroud versus Dell and Nico on the yards. I mean, if Stroud throws 300 plus, even if Dell and Nico have 100 each or whatever, I mean, that's still not a huge margin, of difference between the yardage that you're getting there.
Yeah, okay, how about this? Look at this fucking the real argument here. The real case here is whatever Golf put up on his bench. That's the margin that you want to make sure you do better than. Because then that means you made the right call.
Golf didn't even do that good. So
did he? Didn't he throw for like 3? Oh no. Okay. What did he do? I forgot he played Green Bay and looked kind of shitty, right?
He had 19 points.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you get 20 points, you already made the right move. You know what I mean? And like I think, yeah, you know what I mean, you're on the way to that. Like you'll be okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, the ones that suck is like it'd be like he scored fucking 17, right? And then it'd be like I lost by fucking 1 point whatever, 1.7. Because then it's like you needed that 2 points. You needed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Stroud will throw up more than Dobe.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, that game should be, you know what I mean? The game had but yeah, like I said, like he would have to have like a Josh Allen or a Jalen Hurts or you know what I mean? Like there's no way you're even when people ask us like, hey, Patrick Mahomes or CJ Stroud, I still want Patrick Mahomes, but it's a real question, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, CJ Stroud's actually been better. Oh, you know what's crazy? Yards per attempt and like, man, there's a dozen of them. I can't believe because the clock was showing me this shit. But anyways, he has like the best metrics right now, and all the little fucking however the fucking QBRs and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
compared to Mahomes, I should say, Brock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying a lot because it's like Mahomes is supposed to be like the best, right? You know what I mean? But then you can make then the clock said he posted in some Niner forum on Facebook. Or some Niner group or whatever, and then there's how the fuck he compare him? He's Patrick Mahomes, and then like Brock has all the weapons and it's the system, and I'm like, he's like, I didn't say any, you know what I mean? He's like, I knew people were gonna get stirred up about it.
Well, see, and that's what
because the people start making an argument that he never even said. Like,
it's funny,
he never even said anything. He just said, look at his stats are better than Mahomes right now. Then people went crazy, like, oh no, you can't. Mahomes is way better. And this and it's like, no. His stat, look at you know what I mean? He's like, they wouldn't even fucking get to the fucking.
Well, and see, and I guess that's
the caption for real.
It's fun and it sucks because like if someone sees something like that, like it's always just well, like if you say that means that Brock's better than Mahomes. It doesn't mean that. It just means his stats are better. Like
right now. But see, that's the part, right? That's the caption, right? His stats are better right now.
Yeah.
Than Patrick Mahomes. Boom, side by side comparison, all the stats. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you take away the QB and you're like, okay,
one
of the teams has Brandon Ayuk as a wide receiver and Debo as a wide receiver, and then you're like the other two on the other team, you got Kadarius Toney as one of your top wide receivers. You got Sky Moore and Rashee Rice, like take away the QBs, like whoever has the Debo Ayuk side, like probably gonna have more wide receiver, like
we're probably gonna have more production, right? Yeah, but
then
also
fall off from Kelsey to Kittle. I mean, yeah, it's a drop off, but it's still not, an amazing drop off necessarily. And
sure.
Pacheco to CMC. I mean, I think we all know that CMC is the best running back in the league, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Brock's blessed. He just needs to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yeah, and Brock makes throws. We know this, but he also makes bad throws because he's young, right? Patrick Mahomes. This is why it's funny why people get because like for as young as he is, he's a seasoned vet already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, he's already been anointed as he should. He has 2 titles and 2 MVPs and 2 Super Bowl MVPs to go along with his 2 titles and his 2 league MVPs. Like, you know what I mean? He's a shit. So it's like it's always gonna be more impressive when he does it with littler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like so it's like it's just so funny too, because even just the fact that his numbers are like so it's because that we expect way more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think people expect way less out of the Brock. You know what
I
I mean?
think this is one of those years where like I'm pretty sure the Chiefs wide receivers are like leading like wide receiver cores and drop passes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Because you look at it, I mean, Mahomes has way more completions. Well, not way more, but you know, I mean, I think like 50 more completions or so, but like way more than 100 attempts, like almost 100 more attempts, you know, than him at this point.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's someone that you would expect to throw 600 plus. You know what I mean? We're not expecting that out of the Brock. You know what I mean? I don't even think
he still almost throws for 2 touchdowns like every single game. I mean, what have they played so far? They played 10 games. He's got 19 touchdowns, so like literally almost 2 a game. It's only been one game where he didn't throw any touchdowns. And probably the alarming thing is the fucking interceptions. But I wonder if like someone went through how many interceptions came off a dropped pass, or like, you know, like they were not catching it going to.
How many does he have on the year?
9.
9, right? I could probably think of 5 where he just threw it right at the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like that pick 6, bro. What was it? It was. Well, I think it was tipped first, actually. That one. But yeah, because they were just, you know what I mean? They had us pinned after the punt, and it was just like, boom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were right down there. It was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
200 bricks. Yeah, so some of them are, and then there's, I think he's got, the Brock's gotten real lucky, but I could also say too, is in the absence of Debo, this, you know what I'm saying? It was when it was really ugly for him. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? Like Mahomes is on pace right now for like the worst season that he's ever had yardage wise that he's played an entire season.
But he has the best defense that's going to carry him.
It like literally doesn't even matter like for their team.
Yeah, what is their defense overall right now on the year going into this week? They got to be
what do you like? What metric? On what metric?
Just you know, whatever they rank them in overall. Like, you know what I mean? If there's an overall, because I know like we can go individual if you got it, if it's not like a hassle.
Well, I don't even know who you know, like,
because it'd be like against the run. I know, like if you just run, I know it's like, you know, the Eagles, and then
I mean the way that they're ranked on a few sites is by the average yards giving up per game. And Chiefs are bottom 4.
Okay, so they're still
giving up 283 yards a game. The only teams giving up less yards per game are the Browns, Ravens, and Cowboys. And the Browns.
Okay. Oh, so the top 4, you mean?
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you said bottom 4. I was like, oh shit, they're giving up.
Bottom
at the bottom, yeah, the way you're looking at it.
Yeah, bottom of giving up points, I guess. Top of it. That's why they give up the least.
We're both saying the same shit, just in different ways.
Amount of yards. So,
yeah, there you go. I always confuse myself when it's really bad. That's always me. Yeah, but yeah, same shit.
Right.
Fucking, they see the top 4. So you can say when it comes to that metric, they're number 4. Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, a couple more questions, and we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back in the morning. Crispy said Deontay or Stevenson. I'm just going Stevenson in their soft matchup. I hope Deontay gets targeted more, and you know this new play calling like really works for him. But I got to see it to believe it.
Yeah, the thing too is with Stevenson too. Like Belichick and them, bro. It's Tommy, whatever the fuck his name is, DeVito. So hopefully Belichick will keep up his streak of just destroying rookie QBs. I think the only one who broke his little streak for a while was I think it was Tua.
Yeah,
just like, you know what I mean. First time starters, bro. Rookie QBs, bro, against fucking
that moment 24 hours.
What up? Yeah. So I mean, then that's what I'm saying too, because then you just definitely want the running back on that team.
Crispy said, "Breaking news: GMM says Brock Purdy is the next Patrick Mahomes."
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
AV. He said, I'm down just a couple of points this week. Should I start Stroud or Fields? I'm going Stroud. He said 4-point passing. That kind of makes me want to lean Fields a little bit more, but I think I'm going to lean Stroud still, even in that 4-point.
Yeah, I want a guy who can go for 300 yards passing as a floor.
Stroud's going for exactly as a floor.
I mean, I'm not saying
Can he flirt with 400?
Yeah, like I'm saying, like, you know, I've seen I mean, even this year, Fields did throw for 380 at one point, but that was against Washington. They're like one of them and fucking the Chargers, and the Titans. They giving them all kind of ass to receivers. So that's like a special case, you know what I mean? But in Minnesota, they're not doing that. You know what I mean?
What up, Harpreet? He said non-PPR pick 3 out of Kyren, Herbert, Rashad White, Jacob Singletary. Last 3. Yep. White, Jacob Singletary.
Yep.
Boom, and we made it all the way to the end. There we go. All right, AV says, Stroud it is, fellas. Thanks. I have Tank Dell too, so I'm stacking them. There we go, man. It's a good matchup. Yeah. That's for sure. Good matchup to stack them. Man, I'm fucking pissed. I went through some of my leagues today. I guess I didn't do the sweep on Friday. I swore I had A-Chain out of all my lineups. Like I didn't even put him there. Left him in 2 of my.
Didn't have him in the IR, you mean?
No, I left him in 2 of my starting lineups.
Here's what fucked me up in League 2, where I'm trying to hold on to number 1. Like I thought I must have did a sweep too, but it's like I left because I wasn't gonna play JSN. And I had Stevenson on the bye. I was going to swap them. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, man. Because Jason was like, when I'm, you know, doing a sweep again, like, how did I fuck that up? It's League 2, goddammit. It's like I go in order. You know what I mean?
I'm pissed because these are ones that like I'm right on the right on the brink, and like a win or a loss could make or break. Like,
no, I feel you.
Actually making a push right now.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah, so
I ain't putting a dunk. Even there's another one too in League. I think it was League 23. I don't know how the fuck I got Jared Reed in my lineup in one of my DB spots. I was like, what the fuck? Those are the 2 things I fucked up on it. The Thanksgiving fuck ups. I'm like, he would never even be like, how did he even get put in there? I'm like, I might have tapped the wrong guy or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to everyone who's still rocking with us. There's a bunch of people still in the chat. Make sure that you guys go get over to Twitch. Go download the Twitch app. Here's the link so you guys can find the channel. Make sure you do that. We will be live before the games, but during the games and everything, we're going to be down just to Twitch. So, yeah, make sure you guys subscribe over there. All right, Bogey, why don't you send us on home?
You already know, week 12, give me money.
Let's get it.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the